Northeast Tonight, brought to you by Oil India Limited, conquering newer horizons.
Hello and welcome to Northeast Tonight, the show that decodes the region. Are the voters in Assam likely to face a problem of plenty in the 2021 Assam Assembly elections? One is posing this question because the state already has four major political parties: the ruling BJP, its ally AGP, besides opposition parties like the Congress and the AIUDF. Now, if the Anti-Citizenship Amendment Act agitation leaders are able to form a new regional party, as they are saying, there will be a new regional force in the electoral arena. The question is, besides providing voters yet another option to choose from, will a new regional party change the poll dynamics in Assam? How will the leaders of the new party, if formed, convince the masses that they are different from the AGP? Also a product from another mass uprising, the Assam agitation. But the bigger question is, can a political party hope to achieve general or electoral success by harping on only one issue? We know that if formed, the new party would fight Citizenship Amendment Act politically. But what would be their stand on a whole lot of pressing issues that Assam is facing? We don't know yet. But let's try to find some answers. To discuss the subject, I am joined in the studios by Assam Congress leader Mr. Duizen Sharma, State BJP spokesman Mr. Rupam Goswami, political analyst Mr. Swapnanil Barua, senior journalist and commentator Mr. Susanta Talukdar, and from Guwahati University I am joined by Professor Akhil Ranjan Datta. Gentlemen, welcome to Northeast Tonight. First, let me talk to our non-political panelist. Let me go straight to Guwahati University. Professor Akhil Ranjan Datta, will the voters this time in 2021 elections, assuming that a new political party is formed, will they face a problem of plenty? There are, as I have said, already four major political parties in the arena. Another new political party. There are five major political parties in that case, besides the left parties, of course, and so on and so forth. So, how do you see, will the voters be spoilt for choice?
No, thank you, Wasbir. The problem of plenty is not the real problem. For me, that is not the real problem. If out of the agitation, a substantive political force may emerge and they come out with a substantive agenda and being in a position to convince the people that they are both ideologically and politically different from the existing political parties, and they can offer something very new and substantive to the voters, then it will not have a problem of the plenty. But as it appears today, the anti-car resistance itself is fragmenting. It was already fragmented. It is gradually getting fragmented more and more. If it happens that way, and all the fragmented components of it come out with different political formations, without in a position of being coordinated or without in a position to have a convergence kind of thing, that will be the bigger challenge before the voters in 2021.
Okay. I'll come back to you. Very, very substantive opening remarks. I'll come, as I said, to my political panelist in a while. Susanta Talukdar, do you agree that if a new political formation emerges, as Dr. Akhil Ranjan Datta is saying, that it's not a problem of plenty, is not the issue, whether the new political party will be able to come up with something new and substantive, and whether they are able to channelize the, anti-car forces into one single platform, which Akhil is saying that they have failed. They have not succeeded in doing so. The anti-car movement is getting fragmented. What are your thoughts, Susanta?
I agree with Professor Datta that anti-car movement is fragmented, And that's been since the beginning, because the movement has been launched by the various organizations, including the political opposition, political parties. And but I believe that there can be two objectives for if a new political party is formed. Either its objective can be to capture power,
Yeah.
or to dislodge some the present party, that the present ruling coalition, from the power. So I mean, people. I mean, people will also be
So,
taking. Yeah.
so sorry to interrupt you. Are you trying to say, Susanta Talukdar, that the resistance force, quote unquote, that is the word used by Dr. Akhil Ranjan Datta,
Right.
the opposition to the anti-Ka led by the All Assam Students Union, do you think they are not into actually trying to capture power, but they are more interested in dislodging the present government? Is that the objective? What do you say?
Yeah, it apparently it appears to me that they are more keen to dislodge the ruling coalition from the power.
Dislodge or disturb, at least?
Yeah, I mean, whatever way. I mean, it could be a spoiler.
Spoiler. Okay. Mr. Swapnanil Barua, you are in this panel in your capacity as a political analyst, although you have until recently been an active spokesman of the BJP, but you are here as a political analyst. What are your thoughts? The same question.
I don't think there's a choice between the voters so far as the anti-Ka voter group is concerned.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the development so far now, it will be limited to about 30 seats where the Assamese-speaking people are in the majority, or maybe in a decisive way. But otherwise, so far the agitation is concerned. It has not touched Barak, it has not touched the hills, it has not touched the Teed groups, it has not touched the Hindu-Bengali group, it has not touched the Muslim group, nor has it touched, all whoever is less. So it is basically a question of the 30 seats in the Brahmaputra Valley, which could be a bone of contention. And I think the fight is ultimately going to be BJP versus the rest. And at this moment, those 30 seats or 28 seats of BJP versus the rest shouldn't be much of a political issue so far as BJP is concerned, because their concern will be primarily holding on to the vote bank which they already have in the T community, already have in the hills community, and the tribal population, which is quite in their pocket till the moment.
Right. Now, before inviting Rupam Goswami of the BJP to respond to all of this, Mr. Hussain Sharma, the Congress has been repeatedly saying, that they will lend support. They're ready for an alliance with the new regional political party if formed by some of the ASU leaders and others. So basically, as Professor Akhil Ranjan Datta and all the panelists so far is saying, that the anti-Ka movement has not been able to provide a platform for all the forces opposed to the Citizenship Amendment Act. And Dr. Akhil Ranjan Datta said that the anti-Ka movement has already been fragmented. Therefore, as Swapnanil Barua said, that several groups have not been touched by the anti-Ka movement. Therefore, it's not much of a problem for the BJP, which is the ruling party. Now, Congress, you are definitely going to take the 2021 election seriously. Is your aim only to dislodge the BJP? Do you have any ideology? Are you ready to go with this anti-Ka forces, whoever it may be?
Now, first of all, Congress, I recently went to another channel. I said there my opinion. Congress has not decided with whom Congress will go for election into 2021.
But your leader, veteran leader Torun Gogoi, has been repeatedly saying, even on this show many times, that he is waiting for the new party to be formed. He is ready to welcome and lend support.
No, let me reply. Torun Gogoi can say that because he is a very senior leader and he is working committee member. So I cannot say in that way what Torun Gogoi can say. First of all, Congress, when goes for some alliance with some political party, it has to discuss the matter in the highest body of the state, and then it should be forwarded to our high command.
Let's not talk about the mechanism.
That is the mechanism.
We know the mechanism.
That is the system. That is the system of the Congress party. Now, in my opinion, a political party should have a political ideology, number one. They should have some economic program and programs connecting people, that is social programs also, a political party must have. And Congress party believe in secularism, I think you know, and we will not support any party which is aligned to BJP or which is with BJP. So anybody coming against BJP, just to dislodge BJP, if anybody form any political party, and if they want that we should unite, and Congress party if decide, then we'll certainly go.
Okay,
with the-
Rupam Goswami, the Congress is waiting for just an opportunity to join hands with anybody whose objective is to dislodge the BJP.
Yes.
So, X, Y, Z, whoever it is, Congress has no problem.
It
So,
must be
is it
secular.
as simple as that? How are you looking at it?
Wasbir, I previously also I have commented on this because we have a very much doubt about the agitations from the very beginning, because the whole car matter is sub judice matter in Supreme Court. So whether if it is a sub judice matter, why people are on the roads? Okay, fine, it is fine. In many cases,
But people have the right
Yes,
to
yes,
express
yes.
their
Just listen.
voice, and they can do two things at a time: democratic agitation
yes,
and a legal battle.
That's what I
Yeah.
just want to tell you,
Yeah.
because in BJP also we have done lots of agitation on the roads while the case has been running in the Supreme Court. So that is not the case. But is it they want to create a platform for a political party? That question arises here, because what happened even in the Assam agitation, after a 6 years long agitation, a political party has been formed. And to form a political party, you need to have lots of agendas. Only one single agenda cannot for elections. And already Swapnilda and Akhil both have very clearly said that they are not united, because now there are different groups, and they are, I don't know whether they are going to form only one political party or the 2-3 political parties out of this opposition group. And moreover, when we think about this, because after this cab, and there we have like 2 election we have fought in Assam. One is the panchayat election and another is the
So
parliamentary election. Let me complete the sentence.
Yeah,
then only you will come to know what is
Yeah.
the outcome of it. Okay. So during that time, when people voted us, in fact the AGP, because of this reason, they came out from our alliance. And AGP has lost miserably in panchayat election, and we have really owned a big number. So,
Okay.
what do you think? Just a minute, because people have voted us, that means
So
doesn't
you-
mean that
yeah,
they will not oppose car.
Okay.
Same thing,
So
if
that
they are
logic, that
opposing
logic,
car, but
you
they will
have
not
already,
vote.
that
us,
logic
that
is
is
well
not the
known.
thing.
You are saying that despite the cab agitation in 2019 Lok Sabha elections, people have voted for the BJP. You have won 9 of the 14 seats. You have also won the panchayat election substantially. But the counter argument to that, Dr. Akhilanjan Datta, the counter argument to that is already seen. Let's have everybody on the screen. Let's now the point is, the counter argument to that by many people is that that time cab was just a bill, and now it is already an act. So that people may vote differently. We don't know the voters' behavior. We have to wait and watch. But that's not the point. Point is, Dr. Akhilanjan Datta.
You have to add one more thing. Recently, we won
okay.
in Karbi Alam. In town election, we have maximum seats in Karbi Alam. You can add
Because the Karbi Angle is already excluded.
no, that's not even the.
Okay, but
then what? Where the
Anyway,
political
you
party
won
will
election.
go?
But Swapnil Barua,
What-
the argument, the question being asked all the time by Congress as well as by the BJP member is that, election cannot be fought on one issue. How can a political party have only? But how do we know that the new political party will not have views on all the pressing problems in Assam? Swapnil Barua first and then Susanto.
I think
How
the-
can we assume and sit tight? Do you think they are novices?
Well, definitely they will be having a point of view, and whatever be it, I think ultimately the new political party will be a representative of the tiger that they have ridden on, because now they can't get down at this stage and disappear without a final conclusion to the car being, either being abrogated or being in place and being put into action. So that sentiment which has been generated has to be further carried on, and therefore you must have a political party, whatever be the size of the opponents. because it will be representative of basically the
So-
Ahomia sentiments, the anti-caste sentiments, and the, if I can call them, the Accord supporters. So this, whether it's like those small fringe parties that you keep on having, we are definitely going to have a party. But what the point that I was trying to make is that Congress has its hands full. See, if you look at the traditional support base of the Congress, they'll have to go back. They have big contenders in the
Okay,
minority front. They have big
right.
contenders in the T front, because it will be difficult to
Okay, now,
dislodge
Doctor,
BJP.
I'm coming to you, Susanto. Dr. Akhilanjan Datta, Swapnanil Barua is saying that, there is the agitation leaders, anti-car agitation leaders cannot go back on their now ward to form a political party because they have ridden a tiger and they cannot dismount from the tiger, because that they have created a sentiment and expectation among the people. So irrespective of how big is the opponent, BJP is a formidable opponent, very big opponent. Irrespective of the size of the opponent, they have to form a political party, come what may. They have no option. Do you agree to this view? Akhil?
No, I do agree to the proposition or the kind of suggestion being made by Swapnanil Barua. I am not suggesting that there is no need of formation of a political alternative to BJP. Out of the resistance being built up, if a formidable political party can be formed with an agenda which will be inclusive in nature and which will not be confined only to
Okay, we have a difficult audio with Dr. Akhilanjan. We're going to fix that audio. Susanta Talukdar, first of all, we have been repeatedly saying, oh, this new political party, how can they win election on only one issue? My question is the same. How do we know that they don't
Exactly,
have views?
because-
And do you think that anti-car agitation is also, can it be viewed as a manifestation of the of other issues also? And car is the trigger.
Yes, I agree with you. I mean, we can also look at it that perspective, like with, people venting their air against on different issues, and they've chosen car to ventilate their anger on the streets. A section, I will not say all. And then we also have to keep in mind that the concrete situation has emerged because cab was a different issue, that it wasn't an act. Now the act has come into force. Now the fear and apprehension of dilution of the Assam Accord,
Right.
that is real. So we cannot equate the situation with what was in 1979 to
And
the present
to present situation. Rupam Goswami, car is only a trigger, and Susanta Talukdar is saying that people are angry with several other issues, and car is an outlet to express that anger. How do you respond?
No, many people are angry on the government because of the government is very strict about the corruption part. So there are lots of people who have been arrested during the government of Sarvando Sonowal, and they are also very much angry with the government because they didn't get a scope to do corruption. That is also an issue. Not that this is not an issue. And with that, the other issues are also there. Because for the car, even on that day, Ripun Bora said, all the car agitators are Congress people. It's not my voice, it's a voice of Congress President Ripun Bora. So maybe the anti-BJP people are also there. But we believe that lots of people are there who really voted us in 19 election and as well as in 2016 election.
Right.
And I also met many car leaders or agitated leaders. They said vote will definitely go to you only because you have done lots of things like giving land pattas to the local people by eviction of Satro's land and then eviction of Kaziranga. Lots, and you are now, your roads conditions are very good, well job done, and lots of hospitals. And lots
So
of
there will be car
other
agitation, but
development
vote will go to
issues,
the BJP. Dujan Sharma, this is what car leaders have told Rupam Goswami. That's what he is claiming on the program. And you are angry with the BJP because they have not allowed corruption in the state. That's why you are angry. The Congress is angry.
That is not
with
the issue.
No, Congress is angry because
you
BJP
see,
has not allowed corruption.
Car is a major issue. Car will be major issue in the coming election, next election. But apart from car, you see the economic condition of the country. What has happened? What is the position of GDP? You see the unemployment problem and other problems. What the promises made by BJP, they could not fulfill anything else till now. Only they are saying some roads have been constructed. That is a normal issue. To construct some news, any government will do some roads. But in policy matters, in the employment sector, what they have done. So, I believe, not only in Assam, all over the country, people have gone against BJP and this Modi government. And I think it would harm them very badly in the coming election in Assam and in other parts also. In Delhi, you will see BJP will be very badly defeated. Now I say,
But
this
Congress will not win, I think,
corruption, we are
in
happy.
Delhi. Your position is also not good in Delhi, sir. I think.
Corruption, you say, corruption, we welcome if there is anything else done against corruption. Not that Congress is unhappy because they have done something against corruption. We are not that. It is a wrong propaganda.
Okay.
Only we think that BJP has miserably failed to keep their promises in last 5 years.
All right. We have to come up.
And because
We have
of
to
that,
come up with
because of
specific.
apart
We have
from-
to come up with. I want you to come up with specific points where the BJP has failed. A
No, I
general
have given you
comment.
two major issues. One is economic condition, GDP, and the unemployment.
Okay,
These-
GDP and unemployment.
You
Doctor,
know, GDP is now, India is in fourth in whole world. Now our GDP is fourth in the world.
okay, Dr. Akhil Ranjan Datta, basically, we started the debate by asking how the voters could behave in 2021. There are already 4 major political parties in the fray. BJP, its ally AGP, Congress and AIUDF. These are the 4 major political parties. There are Bodoland People's Front is also a big political party. There are the left parties. That's okay. But when we have, assuming that we have a new regional party, and that is also, if it is a product of the anti-car movement, that will already have some kind of a hype. We cannot deny that. Now, in this hype, what is your assessment? How could the people react? Because we have seen in 85 when the AGP was formed, even then, the AGP did not get 80-85 seats. Even in the height, Susanto will bear me out.
59 seats. 59, not 59.
So
59.
less than 60 seats actually. In that, how do you assess what could be the situation? Because that was a 6-year-long movement. 850 people had died. Remember that.
See, but first of all, let me counter what Rupam Goswami said. Rupam Goswami said because during 2019, parliamentary elections too, there was a huge resistance against the CAB, and that didn't have any implication on the political fortunes of BJP. Therefore, there is no possibility of having implications in 2021 elections. Is something very simplistic. Now, apart from cab being converted into car, there are many other factors. If you look at the kind of discourse, the kind of resistance that we have witnessed, it is accumulated grievances of the people against the government on many fronts. On many fronts, there are many vital issues related to, the people's concerns. Therefore, you cannot be so simplistic. Secondly, coming to 1985 and 2021, I was already talking about that. In 2021, there was only one political party that newly formed.
In 85, there was only one political party.
I think
Okay.
again,
Now,
business
Swapnil Barua, if we can pick up from where we missed, we lost that.
I think, see, Wasbir, the question is very simple. I think we are amplifying it unnecessarily because the new party, if at all it assumes, it is, again, I am reiterating what I am saying, will be limited to those 30.
No, the new party, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Whatever
how many
be,
numbers?
that doesn't matter. Let us say it is a conglomeration or just one single party
Let us assume that it will be one party. Then
let us
it will help our debate.
One party, the fight will be within the 30 Assamese dominated seats. So now the question will be, is it going to be the first, who's going to be in the first line of fire? It is going to be the AGP which is going to be in the first line of fire in these 30 seats, and BJP will be in the second line of fire. So I think the problem will be for BJP because
So
it has
you are saying, Swapnil Barua, that the biggest hit will be faced by the AGP because it's an existing regional party.
But yes,
Okay.
that is what is my feeling, and I think
And the second to face the heat will be the BJP. Okay. Now, Sushanta Talukdar, how do you look at it? Do you have a different view?
No, I agree what he said that it will be the AGP will be hit, but we also have to keep in mind that the 2016 elections, it was the combined vote share of the AGP and the BJP that ultimately brought BJP to power.
40%.
Okay.
So
all right.
So that if the entire AGP support base shifts to a new party, I mean, we are all assuming things.
Yeah.
We are not.
No, we are just analyzing the possible scenarios. So then AGP might face a very severe drubbing.
Yeah.
Okay, Ranjan Datta, you are trying to say something.
No, even it may affect the BJP also.
Also, the spillover effect.
Spillover, because we cannot assume that the entire AGP support base had shifted to the BJP.
Okay.
I mean, there are possibilities.
Right.
Until and unless the BJP has been able to convert the AGP support in the election to the organization, that is a different thing that we have to
Yeah,
do.
Rupam, you were trying to say something. Is Akhil on the line?
Wasbir.
Okay.
Wasbir,
Rupam.
actually, election depends on the organizations, what type of organizations a political party has. So that is much more important because you have to convert the supporters to vote. That is very much important in an election. And election and support, these are two things. So even in the last time Bihar, in Narendra Modi's meeting, lots of people were there, but we lost in Bihar. So that doesn't mean you have seen lots of people on the road. That doesn't mean that they will get a very good chunk of votes, and because vote is
don't forget that reverse may be true also.
Yeah, exactly.
The reverse may be true here.
Obviously, that is understandable. So what is the thing is how you can convert the vote, and the biggest thing is that not a single member has left the party. That is the most strong point of BJP. All our
Jatin Bora has left the party.
Only two men, Jatin Bora and Bhuiyan. And they were not hardcore BJP person, and they doesn't have a ground mass-based support. So I don't think so they can, because if they are really leaders of the mass-based leaders, then they could have taken a good chunk of people along with him or them. So they could not. So that's why we are very much confident. And because moreover, look, we have a strong base in Tea Garden. We have a strong base in Bodoland. Yes. We have a strong base in Karbi Along. We have a strong base in Missing. So everywhere, because Assamese people, Assamese as a society, we all together is Assam. Even
absolutely.
So
okay, you were trying to say something. Okay, Ranjan, yes.
Yes. Even if we take that there will be 30 seats where there will be contest between BJP versus newly formed political party, I think that will also, disturb the political fortunes of BJP. Remember that the kind of accumulated grievances that has got exhibited through this anti-car movement has gone down to the grassroots. Now, Rupam Goswami has been telling, look at the Tea Garden voters, look at the missing voters, look at this component, look at the other components. But when you look at the kind of mobilization which has been taking place, look at what happened in Dibrugarh, for example. The way the people came out, it was not confined only to the non-Tea tribe population. Even from the Tea tribe community, people have come out to join this resistance.
They came
and
for
the second
rumors
thing,
only.
It is
Rumors
rumor or reality will come to know later on. No, but then you also spread rumors. I am not spreading rumors. And the second point that Swapnil Borua has pointed out is very interesting. Who will be the first line target and which will be second line target? But we need to remember, BJP, particularly in the Upper Assam, the 30 seats that he has referred to, BJP is not considered or is not perceived as a BDP of Northern India. BJP in these constituencies are also considered as a regional incarnation of BJP here. Therefore, the target will be together. It will not be, AGP first, then BJP first. I think the target will be kind of, together. They'll be targeting
Ranjan Datta's
both
analysis
AGP
is
and
that
BJP.
it will be a target, will be the BJP, AGP combined will be the target. We'll have to wait and watch. We'll expand on this. Viewers, don't go away. I'll be right back after this very short break. Welcome back. Dijan Sharma,
Yes.
you know, the Congress is just waiting in the wings. You seem to be extremely happy with the predicament, what is going on. If the more the merrier for you. The more political parties, the merrier for you. You are waiting for an opportunity. Your leader, Torngogo, has been every day welcoming that, you know, the new political party. And he has said that he has great faith in the leadership of the new leaders, young leaders.
Yes, I also have great faith on these young leaders. But Congress is not waiting or Congress is not sitting. Congress is doing its own job. Congress is organizing the party. Congress is doing the party works in all the districts of Assam. And since we are opposing, we have decided to oppose the car, and we opposed it. And officially, it was opposed in the executive committee of the party. So we have a statewide procession, Podajatra in the state against the car.
But very less people are there, in the Podajatra.
Yesterday also there was a rally. So Congress is doing its own job.
Congress doing its own job.
But
Now,
Congress strategy, I feel, is basically that they are preparing themselves to be the only viable alternative, in the sense that they'll say that we'll be in
you are
they
right.
are trying to protect the image that they will be in the position
You are very
of
correct.
Yeah.
We think
viable alternative, but that is not so easy.
you are very correct that we think as the alternative in Assam.
let me get a
No,
non-political
only
view.
What
thinking.
Ripurmara said also.
Let me get a non-political view. Susanto Talukdar, you know, do you think, you know, suppose, assuming, because we are discussing the story only, we are discussing basically scenarios, possibility. Yes, we are admitting that BJP is a formidable force, but election is election. You cannot underestimate the power of the ballot. Now, at the end of the day, we don't know. It's a secret ballot. We don't know what the voting behavior is going to be. Assuming that a new political party is formed, assuming that people are angry with the ruling party. Now, which is the alternative around which the anti-car forces can rally around? Is it the Congress? Is the Congress acceptable?
No, I think the anti-car forces will also be voting against the Congress.
Yes. that
Because
is-
from the very beginning, the movement leaders are also maintaining that the Congress was, they are also identifying Congress as a protector of Bangladeshis. Just
And
like that they are
inactivity
accusing
on the Assam Accord.
So it will be simplistic to conclude
Okay.
that
Now,
the party
okay,
is
But
okay,
I
Ranjan.
don't believe that, because like, you know, during the cab agitation time, and we have seen a photograph of ASU leaders with the Congress President Rahul Gandhi, and we have a doubt in our mind.
Oh,
and
come
many
on.
people-
ASU leaders are meeting everyone.
Exactly.
Everyone in the country.
Yes,
Just
Ram
listen.
Goswami.
That's what we think about, and lots of like people, they also started speaking that they have a
But
internal
where the
understanding.
ASU leaders not with
No,
Nitish Kumar,
they-
your ally?
No, they-
Where the ASU leaders not with Nitish Kumar, your political ally?
Just. But many people. This is a like we have heard from this public. Okay, so I don't know whether this is correct or wrong, but the public
No,
are saying.
I don't
just a
agree
minute, that somehow or the other, Congress having a tie-up with this agitation is some of the agitators, not all.
Oh, that's a sensational. That is a sensational
that's
allegation
why-
you are leveling.
They
No,
just
no,
want
I
to
have to
throw
say,
away the
Yes,
power of the BJP from
so
the government.
BJP is
So that
saying
a
BJP.
very
No,
key plan.
important point, very big
I
point you
have
are
to-
making. No. Wait, let me put the putting. Rupam Goswami, Assam BJP spokesman, is saying he is suspecting that some of the anti-car leaders are in league with the Congress. Dujan Sharma,
No.
is it true?
Rupam Goswami was saying about a photograph with Rahul Gandhi, the Assam ASU leaders. At that time, against the CAB, they went to Delhi to mobilize opinion against the CAB and made all the political parties, including Congress. And Congress, let me
Meeting
finish.
other political parties different and Congress is different, because during agitation you have killed 860 people.
Okay, we never killed.
So
let me finish. Let me finish. Recently you have killed very fresh 5 young boys. So
Because of your mischievous deed, whatever you have done in Guwahati.
No, you cannot justify. You cannot justify the death of 5 people. No one can. We cannot justify. No. Let me come in. We cannot justify any killing. We cannot justify the death of 850 people. We cannot justify the death of these 5 people.
Who made the situation?
It is BJP.
Irrespective, we cannot justify any killing whatsoever.
We are also not supporting killing.
Nobody is supporting.
We are also not supporting killing.
Nobody can support.
Come
on. We cannot support any killing, and I am saying it is because of BJP this situation was.
No, let us not go into too many.
I am saying.
No, let us not.
No,
No,
let
let
me
you
finish.
answer his question. His specific question was not.
No,
let
I
us
am
forget the
say- I am
photograph.
replying, I
He's
am
saying
answering.
that some of the agitation leaders are in league with the Congress. That is
Not
the
at all,
allegation.
not at
That is
all,
the allegation.
Not at all. We are very clear on this issue. They met all the leaders, including Nitish Kumar and others also. And at that time, ASU leaders met Rahul Gandhi also.
And
Okay,
we heard Lurindjyoti Gogoi is joining Congress very soon.
No, let me finish.
Come
this.
on.
He's
Let
fighting
me
for
finish.
Congress ticket.
Let me finish. So this photograph was.
Can
at
I
the-
have a word?
that
Can
Yes,
I-
okay,
can I
Ranjan Datta,
intervene?
let's come in.
That
Let's come in.
Wasbir.
So no, I am saying.
Yes,
that
can I intervene? Can I
ASU is
intervene?
not in league with Congress party.
Okay, ASU is
but
not in league with Congress party, that is the Congress claim.
Congress
Okay.
party has its own ideology.
statement from
and
Gogoi-
it depends on its own ideology. Congress does not depend on others.
Okay, Congress has its own ideology. Oh, Dr. Akhil Ranjan Datta, you wanted to say something? Yes.
See, we have to, as far as the car is concerned, we have to make the fundamental difference between Congress and BJP. Congress had been in power for quite a long time, and it was the Congress during the Congress government that Assam Accord was signed. Now the anti-car resistance is defending Assam Accord. We need to remember. And the car has been brought to, disregard the agreement that came through the Assam Accord. So if you try to equate BJP with Congress and Congress with BJP, I think that will be fundamentally wrong. I'm not suggesting that Congress is an alternative to BJP. But when you come to a strategic alliance, I think for the anti-car forces, Congress cannot totally be wiped out. Yes. If you do it, then you are strategically committing some mistakes.
Okay.
just a point.
Now, Swapnil Barua, let me formulate the question for you. See, the bravado of any political party, including the BJP, is understandable. Spokesmen are supposed to, defend their political party's stand. Now, that is not surprising. Now, having said that, my question is, can a political party, in the case of Assam, the ruling party is the BJP, therefore, question is direct. Can the BJP actually afford to ignore a new political party if it is formed in view of 2021 election? Can it, who cares, this is a new political party, the leaders are young people, novices, forget about it, we'll do our own thing. Can it afford to take a stand like that? Honest answer.
No, obviously not, because they are a force, they are there, and I think as the senior leader, Himanta Biswa Sarma has said that
we'll take head on.
We'll take it head on, and head on also may mean compromises, making understanding or trying to bring a common platform, those kind of things. But again, what I missed out while talking about the Congress is that the Congress now, without its support base from the tea garden community and also from the migrant Muslim community, is definitely trying to use the car agitation network, the organization which the ASU has built up, to piggyback right on them and also project themselves as the viable alternative.
No, I'll be asking the same question to Dr. Akhil Ranjan Datta about Sushanta Talukdar.
Swapnil Barua, if you speak of BJP, our strategy we will decide. And
it is becoming obvious that the Congress apparently is a crumble thing. It is trying to ride on car now.
It is not
because
at
it cannot
all, it is not at all obvious. We are opposed
because
to
they are getting
Ranjan Datta has
groundwork.
rightly analyzed that Rajiv Gandhi was the person who signed, who was
signatory
to the Assam Accord.
Who pressurized for 1971, right?
And we support the Assam Accord. We have to protect the Assam Accord because our Prime Minister at that time, he was instrumental in signing.
But you have
that.
taken 6 long years.
So
you have taken 6 long years.
We cannot support Ka because it is the violation of.
No, you have not supported Ka because not of the Assam Accord.
Let us be
let's come to Wasbir. It's an important
I think
thing.
Congress wants Ka because of the organization of ASU.
Yes. No, where the amendment they have given in the parliament was not because of the Assam Accord. They said, we want that Muslim word should be there in the amendment. That was their amendment in the parliament. Now you speak.
It is not that.
Your opposition. No, it is.
Ka
It
is
is on record.
Ka is totally against the Constitution of India.
Okay, those things.
Indian Constitution.
I know
is
those things have been said. Now my question is, Sushanta Talukdar, if looking at 2021, Akhil Ranjan Datta, the same question will go to you as well. you know, the BJP, the Assam government's cabinet decision to provide autonomous councils to the Morans, Motoks, the Koch Rajbangsis and others. These were the communities which have been demanding scheduled tribe status. You know, so do you think these people will now, these communities, they will have nothing to worry about Citizenship Amendment Act, and therefore, you know, this has neutralized some of the impact of the car agitation, and that will benefit the BJP in 2021? Do you think they will slowly distance themselves from the anti-car agitation? How do you look at it?
No, I don't think so, because otherwise the movement would not have been in the other northeastern states. Because the apprehension still remains, where even in the ILP states, that like in Arunachal already Supreme Court has ordered the granting of citizenship to the Chakma Hajong refugees, even though Arunachal is excluded from the purview of the Ka. And even in the BTD, like the certain questions have not been answered. Like, what do you do with the foreigners already existing in these excluded areas? Whether you identify them, or whether they move out of out.
The rules will clarify it.
No, I mean
rules will clarify.
No,
It is very clear that they want to implement this car in the Brahmaputra Valley and Barak Valley and in Tripura, and to make a vote bank of Hindu Bangladeshis. That is the main aim of this car.
So I don't think
Sir,
these
you have brought
they-
all these people. We have not brought. They didn't came in our tenure.
Yeah.
You have brought all these people. We have given the scope
if I may
to came to
conclude,
here.
if I may conclude. So I don't think this is going to work in favor of the BJP, because that apprehension is so deep-rooted and real that and then they are not convinced. People are not convinced that excluded areas will not have the problem of
Yes, Akhil, you wanted to say something? Akhil Ranjan Datta? Yes.
Yes. So see, we need to remember that in the 2014 parliamentary elections, in the very first phase, the first promise being given by BJP in Assam was to give ST status to 6 communities. Has it got materialized? Now, these communities know well that giving promises and materializing it are two fundamentally different things. Therefore, when you look at the anti-car resistance, even after the declarations by the state government that the certain communities will be giving autonomous councils, that intensity of the movements has not gone down in those areas. In other words, the distrust and apprehension against BJP is very, very intact among those communities. Although government has been trying to dilute it, I think so far it has not happened. Yeah.
Okay, Rupam Goswami.
No, actually,
basic question is, the BJP government at the center and the state has not been able to fulfill the basic core demand of these 6 communities. That is what Akhil Ranjan is saying. Your response?
like we are in touch with all the organizations, and everything is under pipeline, and very soon they will get their status. That is for sure, and they know about all these things. And in fact, the major issue, you look at the Kuch Rajbangshi people, around 1 lakh Kuch Rajbangshis names were not included in the NRC, but nobody is talking on that line. That is very important. So Kuch Rajbangshi people, you didn't find this on this agitation. They are very much annoyed, because you have to think for everyone, inclusive Assamese society. Only for the general caste people, if you think, then this is a very blunder for the Assamese society as a whole. You have to address each and every people of this Assamese society, because now in many things, what is the reality? Bodo people, they doesn't want to call themselves as Assamese. Missing people, they doesn't want to call themselves Assamese. Many people. Why? Why is it so? We have to understand this. This is very important.
So,
only we general caste people are the Assamese, or what?
So, Swapnil Barua, that means at the end of the day, do you think the BJP still has an edge in Assam, because the autonomous councils, whether it is the Bodoland Autonomous Council, whether it is the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, whether it is the Dima Hasao or North Kachar Hills Autonomous Council, these 3 councils and the seats therein those people are still not so actively a part of the anti-car agitation, and they are supporting those autonomous councils. I'm not talking about the people, are at least supporting the present state government. Do you think that will come in handy in 2021 for the BJP?
Oh, obviously, it will definitely come handy. And one thing is definite, that the BJP, when it is saying 100 seats, obviously it is not a shot in the dark. They have a definite basis of saying that And the person who's saying it has proven his credibility in the election scene, or at least election forecasting, over the years. So considering that, I feel that the BJP definitely has an edge. And second point is that the principal opponent, if you assume it to be the Congress, I'll be loving to see the situation that should tomorrow Ka be set aside, will the Congress still keep on supporting the ASU, or whether they will try to distance
That's
themselves?
a very interesting question, Dujan Sharma.
Yes.
Suppose the Supreme Court of India sets aside, scraps the Citizenship Amendment Act tomorrow, will your party still talking, rosy things about the Assam Students Union? Will you be supporting the ASU?
We are not speaking of this supporting ASU. We are talking about the
Issue.
new political party.
Okay.
New political party formed by ASU or any other things. We are very clear that any party which is secular, which is against BJP, who does not believe in Hindutva only, who accepts everybody as Indian, as Assamese, then Congress will go with such parties. Just like Jharkhand, we have alliance. We may have alliance, and that will be decided by the our party. So this is not that we are supporting or opposing ASU.
So the implication we can draw, inference Wasbir, is that
new
AIUDF and
political
Congress will
party,
come together.
Unless it is formed.
Torun Gogoi has openly said that AIUDF
I
and
am also
Congress
saying,
will fight together.
I am also
But
saying,
then it will be
I am
sad on
also
the part of
saying-
Congress, which
I
is
am also
talking about
saying
secular parties of
anybody-
making
Wasbir,
friends with
anybody who-
AIUDF.
Yes,
Wasbir,
it's an open debate. Carry on.
Wasbir,
We
what
are-
will happen after the election?
Yes, let us
If you-
see
the new
let us
political
see
party. I
before
don't think so.
forming a
If,
political
if,
party,
if at
we
all
should-
it
we
is
should
formed,
not give
they will get
so
an
much
absolute
of
majority.
comment.
So they have to give support to either Congress or BJP.
Before forming this
Whom
party,
they will support?
we should not give such
That is also a
comments.
question.
Let us see.
They should
And
clarify
we are
to the
very
people of
clear,
Assam.
Any party
Whom
who
they will
is-
support.
who believes in security.
But this brings me to a question. Rupam Goswami, clarify to the people of Assam on the program. Suppose the new political party, after the elections in 2021, wants to give support to the BJP, will the BJP take the support?
No, we are ready to take the support. of-
BJP is ready.
Definitely.
BJP is ever ready
But
to take the
we
support.
don't need the support. We'll get 100 seats, that is for sure.
But you also don't need the AGP support.
We AGP, BPF and BJP
Yeah,
are
but you
already
can do
entire
without the
allies.
AGP. You can do without the AGP
And
also.
moreover, like AGP is the first.
You have the numbers.
The AGP is the first regional party, and to my belief,
Okay, Ranjan
AGP's
Datta,
characteristics
your
do
last
not change,
words.
not even their vote bank.
Okay.
I-
Your
I-
last
I
final
think-
comments, Akhil
I
Ranjan Datta,
think-
final comments. I'm running short
Yes,
of time.
I think asserting that after this anti-car resistance, BJP will get 101 seat, I think this is something very desperate. This is not pragmatic. Although Swapnanil Borua has said, the person who said it has been very credible in his assertions, but I think this is too desperate and to bring a kind of enthusiasm to the people who have been marginalized. So I don't go by that assertion.
No,
Okay, that is-
Akhil is always opposing the BJP from the very beginning in 2019.
No, I'm not
also.
telling. I'm not.
He was,
no,
he
you
was
don't
opposing
bring in that
BJP in
ideological question. That's a very
2016
personal
also
question.
He was opposing.
No,
So,
no, that is different. I am telling you.
But
as
do
a
you
political
expect-
scientist, I am
But do you
telling
expect a
I-
left intellectual
No, he's
to
a left-
support the BJP?
He is obviously
No,
a
that's
left intellectual.
don't
that
make
he
it
himself-
personal. Don't make it personal. We live in democracy, and we might have different
Definitely
political
your
orientations.
personal
That's
characters
nothing
will be
wrong.
there,
Okay, come on,
There is
let's not
nothing
get personal.
wrong.
Let's
But
not
what
get
I'm
personal. Let's
suggesting-
stick
what
to the
I'm
issue.
suggesting
Let us
is
stick to
that-
the issue. Yeah,
what I'm
okay.
suggesting is that amidst this resistance telling that you will be winning 101 seats out
Okay.
of 126, I think this is too,
Okay.
too
Now,
ambitious.
final comments,
Yeah,
10 seconds to
definitely ambitious.
Dujan Sharma, 10 seconds to you. I'm coming this way.
You see, BJP in the center and the state, they have neglected the Assam and Assamese people.
Oh.
Yeah.
In such a situation.
70 years
and
of
they
ruling.
want to impose the car on Assamese people. And I believe it is very desperate to say about 100 seats. BJP will suffer very badly in the coming
Okay, we'll have to wait and watch. The people are king as far as elections are concerned.
Yes.
Wait and watch. Predictions have no meaning at this point.
Yes.
Susanta Talukdar.
But I think that the one color of the rainbow has started fading out. That the Rainbow Alliance of the BJP that they formed, that the BJP. So, and then which was critical to victory of BJP in Assam. So I think the new party will have will adverse impact on the prospects of the ruling coalition.
Okay.
And so 100 will be to estimate is, I agree with Professor Datta that it is not pragmatic. And because the person who is claiming is yet to, I mean, he is talking about head on, but then he himself has not been taking any lead in organizing any peace rally in his own constituency.
Okay,
he has done.
I mean, there was a peace rally
Yes,
in the
there was a peace rally in
we are running absolutely short of time. Rupam Goswami, your final comments and last word to Swapnali Boro.
Like we are very much confident on our party and party workers, and we definitely, we will, our target is 100. So definitely we will achieve 100 and maybe 1 seat or 2 seat more. Already our leader Himanta Biswa said if new political party from out of ASU, then it will be 101, and if not, then we will target 100.
Absolutely, very confident BJP there. What is your pragmatic analysis?
My
Swapnali Boro?
analysis is that the whole...
Let's not talk about seats.
No,
What is
no.
the scenario like?
The scenario is basically something like this, that how to take on the BJP will mean a lot of the opposition coming together and formulating a strategy. Now, who is going to take the lead in the process is going to be a very critical issue, and which components of the voter society will be included in that opposing
That is
forces
the
of the
critical
opposition
issue.
side
Absolutely.
is the most important issue that will develop.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is the key. Which are the forces? What kind of a formulation is going to emerge in Assam in the
Yes.
days ahead to take on the very formidable BJP? That is the question at this point in time. Several options ahead, but we don't know. In an election, the voters or the electorate is the king. We'll have to wait and watch. There'll be a lot of discussions on Northeast Tonight on these issues and more in the days ahead. I thank all the viewers for watching the program and the panelists for engaging in this very, very productive program. Thank you very much. Good night and goodbye.
Northeast Tonight, brought to you by Oil India Limited, conquering newer horizons.